It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And we'll see the Aviators, sure-handed tight end. He was terrific a week ago, reaching 115 yards. It's the Aviators and the Armadillos, and it's coming up next.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here between the Columbus Aviators taking on the Armadillos of Honolulu. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we take a look at this Honolulu team as they get ready for this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Columbus club, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year of the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
Here's James to throw on second down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
On second down now, Giles. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, Giles. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Down to about the 45. But you look at this defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. And a first down. Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Armadillos are on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line, because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 catches, 115 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Well, you look at this defense, and they come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
Looking to throw on second down. James. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw. James. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 49-yard line.
Looking to throw. James. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on third down, James. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off play action. Foster. He's got his man on the crossing route. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Foster. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Aviators are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now he'll try to run with this. Down the numbers. There he goes. Still on his feet. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. James. Short throw hauled in by Croft. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Off the play fake. James under pressure and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Well, how about this? A fistful of sacks already. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. What an incredible start for this defense. If they keep this pace up, they could be looking at an all-time performance.
Fielded just inside the 30. A good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Columbus.
7-7, our score after one. Columbus with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Hawkins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. This is 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Foster. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Foster now from the gun on 3rd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Throwing to start the drive. James. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. James. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw. James. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and the first down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. James. And a completion to Wilson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. James. And the ball is knocked out. Now it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find way.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. James now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. James. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Looking to throw. Foster working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Foster. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A gain of 5. And the Columbus first down.
On first down, Hawkins. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hawkins, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. Foster. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down. Foster. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down, but a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. Again, he'll drop to throw. Shoves him aside. Over the middle, complete. It's Peters. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And his guys have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. James, flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun, James. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. James. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Here's Foster on 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard line.
Now Foster to throw. A final shot before break. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Throwing on first down. Foster. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards to go, second down. Off play action. Foster. Complete to Johnston here. 7 yards there and a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Yeah, that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Foster. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Aviators take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw is James. Looking to throw on second down. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Giles, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, James. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Looking to throw, James. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively, and you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And they have throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man right side is Tony. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Back to throw. James. That is caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, James. That's to the pylon and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball down.
Touchdown! Tyler Croft from 6 yards away. And the Armadillos are back within a score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL, but I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Foster throwing to start the drive. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, it's Hawkins. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Foster. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Back to throw. Foster. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it. Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Well, the Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. James. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Short throw hauled in by Croft. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Here's Sinet to throw. Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
Now Foster throwing to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The offense on third down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Foster. And he's got this down to the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Foster. And this is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Hawkins. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Hawkins, and he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Off the play fake. Foster. Yeah, to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. James, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. There's a big play there. 44 yards.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 vertical, send the guys downfield, say make a play.
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Giles. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Up the middle they go. Adamson. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. James. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a give right side. Adamson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
The kick by Sanders is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now taking downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Foster now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Here's Foster throwing on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Off-play action. Foster. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Foster. Hard throw. Incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package. Lots of speed. No space to fit in the football.
Now Foster to throw. Throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Giles. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Here's 3rd down at 5.
Operating from the gun. James. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw over the middle, taken in, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful. But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Back to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Isaiah Hodgins.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Armadillos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Charles, what a big drive late in the 4th quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the 4th quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by a field goal, 1:04 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hawkins. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Well, there's that man again. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. He finds his man complete. That's Peters. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And the spike comes with 9 seconds left to go. So some pressure now on the kicker, Ryan Suckup. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's J.K. Scott now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded at the 33. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Foster, off play action.
Finds Johnston.
And he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
First down, Aviators.
Up the middle they go. Hawkins. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now Foster to throw on 2nd down. And this one is incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside, but you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space, and that's exactly what he does to the tune of a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hawkins, and he is going to lose yardage here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Foster. Throw left side complete. That's Hawkins. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop 1 pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. On now is Ryan Succop for the field goal try. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel. Came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for Columbus, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Honolulu, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.